Number 1, let's evaluate the workbook answers. Last time I've asked you to do page 17 and 18. For page 17, I think you have no problems. But for page 18, like in my experience, I guess most of you might have done page number 5 and 6 wrong. So let's take a look. These ones. Okay, so this Mr. Lolo, yeah, Lolo, I visited Happy Planet 30 years ago. So 30 years ago, let's take a look. 30 years ago is this one. And this one is shopping centers. Okay, so we have to use there was, wasn't, or were, or weren't to talk about shopping centers. And for shopping centers, because it's in plural form, so that's why we have to use were. And here it's a cross, so it means that they weren't. So the correct answer should be there. Okay, let me use a thinner pen. So there weren't, because it's a negative form, negative sentences, and we would like to emphasize, that's why we would add any. So there weren't any shopping centers 30 years ago. So how about 8 years ago? 8 years, let me use another color. 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Yes, it's a tick. So for a positive statement, we will say there were shopping centers. Easy. All right. As for number 6, I think you might have missed out something. I hope you didn't, but I guess because I have taught this topic for a few years, so I know a lot of you, when you look at the word airport and you forgot that it's in singular form. And for singular, we need to add an article before airport. And because it's a vowel sound, so you need an instead of r. So let's take a look at airport. 30 years ago, airport, no. And so we have to say, so it's singular, we cannot use were, we have to use was. So there wasn't, because it's a cross, right? Yeah, it's a cross. So there wasn't. And there is only one airport, so there wasn't an airport. So I guess maybe you might have missed out "and" in your answer. And 8 years ago, yes, there was. So you have to say there was an airport. Okay, so that's the evaluation of your workbook. And I hope you really check your answer carefully and see if you have done it all correctly. All right, next one. Next one, I would like you to do LE page 40. This page, easy, weasy, peasy, lemon squeezy. You can do it on your own. And then workbook page 19. Let's take a look at workbook page 19. Page 19, this one. So let's read the instruction and find out what they want us to do. Part C. Dido is asking Miss Momo about their school 40 years ago. Finish what they say, and they have given up some words. There are computers, art room, music room, and blackboards. And so one person have to ask the answer using was there or were there, and the other person have to say yes or no. Let's do 1 or 2 as an example. We'll do number 3. Let's do number 3 together. So number 3, this one, it's computers, music room, art room, or blackboards. So of course these ones are blackboards, right? Blackboards. So we're gonna use this one. So blackboards, it's plural, so was or were. Of course we have to use were. So were there, asking a question, we add any blackboards 40 years ago? So the answer is tick. So it should be yes, there were. Easy, right? But then for singular noun, maybe you will forget to use a or an. For example, let's see, how about art room? Which one is art room? Yes, number 4, it's art room. So think about it. Art room, there's only one. Do you use an or are? Please think about it before you do your work. And lastly, your last homework would be, please read aloud one main area in the past on Seesaw. What do I mean by one main area in the past? Remember in the book, in chapter 5, so there are 4 main areas, right? The first one is about the living environment. And the second one about supermarkets or wet markets. This one is about educations, and the last ones are about the games children play. So I would like you to choose just one, okay? Just choose one part and then do a reading aloud on Seesaw, okay? I hope you choose the longer paragraphs. Don't choose school. Yeah, because that is just too short. All right, so I will see you very soon. That's it for today. Bye.